Okay, it is Tuesday, March 18th, 2025, and even though the trading day is done, let us remember that if we trust our edge and our method, if we trade only the setups it gives us, if we follow the rules, and if we are patient, if we think in terms of weeks, months, never today or even tomorrow, we will make a lot of money and be able to live lives very few can afford. So MeBob review, a little disappointed. I was recording this morning. I started before the open, actually caught the opening bell on audio, and I was going to record the whole session until it seemed time to stop. 2 MeBob losses or whatever. And when I got to the point where it was time to stop the video and wrap it up, I went to the monitor to my left, which is where the screen recording software is, and I saw that instead of the button saying stop recording, it still said start recording. So I did a whole bunch of talking, and all for nothing. It's all gone because it was never captured. So, well, it happens. That's the second time I think this has happened in the last few weeks. So I gotta try to remember to check and confirm it's actually recording. But you hit record, you start talking and looking at the charts, and it is what it is. So, MeBob review. I'm going to just go over this real quick, what you see here before I draw the MeBob zone on. So, the market opened, and had the recording been on, what you would have seen, I got long when price came close to Friday's high and started to move up, and I was probably up 3 or 4 points at one point, but then price retraced a bit, bounced a couple, maybe a point, 4 to 6 ticks, came back down. I scratched out of that, and then I think I got stopped out with 2 ticks profit. Put a sell stop below the opening range low, took a 10-point profit on that, thanks to Blue Steel for introducing the idea to us in the thread. Opening range break, 5-minute opening range break. So it took 10 points there, and took another trade here. We had an inside of this bar. So this was a reversal attempt up, and so I put a sell stop here, sold at 73, and made another 10 points here, and had a little issue with this 10-pointer because I switched my templates around last night, and what I did was I took this trade using my the Super Dom, the depth of market in Ninja Trader, which is on the monitor to my right. I have 3 screens, and so I entered the trade there. It was a 10-point profit. I should be up 20 and a half points. I realized afterwards that my DOM was never switched to my trading account. At the end of the day, I switched to Global SIM because I don't want to accidentally enter a trade. And I never switched back to my trading account from the Super DOM. So I was up 10 and a half points, and then we get to MeBob, and I'm going to go ahead and draw the MeBob zone right there, and we got a MeBob short. I took this short. I was actually, the close was 65.50. I was filled a little better than that, but I did end up putting, so my initial stop loss was here when this bar closed. Price action stop. My stop was at 70 even, so I got stopped out for about 7 points or so. Price rallied above. Got long on the close here, so long around 79. Again, I think I may have gotten filled at 78, 75. Doesn't matter. Price actions. So how was it? So I entered here. My initial stop was down here, but price made a higher high, and I actually already drawn these lines. So we already had this low, this high. And so I drew a line here, and I actually was talking into the video saying, I really expect that we got, a low and a rally, another push and a rally. I thought we were going to get another push here, and then we'd have a low of the day and perhaps a rally. Well, that's not what happened. Instead, we got a broadening formation, made another high here. Once price made a new high, I took my stop loss and I put it below the low here. That's the price action stop. So let's just say I was in at 79, stopped out around 71 and a half. About an 8-point loss. Net, I lost 2 points plus my commissions. Had this trade, if I had used the chart trader instead of the DOM, I would have finished the day up 8 points, less commission. But it is what it is. That's one of those errors you got to guard against, and I didn't guard well. Now I would have been done at that point with MeBob, and I was. That's where I started to wrap up the video. We closed here. Could have gotten short again. Price action stop here. When this bar closed, I think I would have probably moved my stop loss to above this high and gotten stopped out. This is the one MeBob entry that had you used the original MeBob risk reward, you would have gotten your 10-point profit target here because it did not go to the above the range to stop out that short. But using a price action short, stop loss would have been stopped out above this high for sure. I would have been. But I had already taken 2 MeBob loose losses. After 2 MeBob losses, I'm done with MeBob. I'm just going to trade price action setups. And as far as price action setups go, this could have been a short entry. Could have sold 69.50. And at this point, what are you looking at? Are you thinking you're getting 10 points? Probably not. I'm going to start looking. If I get short here, probably taking my profit around the lowest close, or at least moving my stop loss to break even when we get to the lowest 5-minute close. But nice move off the open, and frankly, for MeBob, the day was really over before the MeBob bar closed. We just didn't know it. We have FOMC tomorrow afternoon. We have this long, ugly, interminable trading range that lasted basically from the close of the 30-minute opening range on. A real proficient buy low, sell high scalper probably could have had a field day in here. That's not me. I'm a scalper. I still require a little bit of movement. Didn't get it. It is what it is. So with tomorrow being FOMC, I will do a MeBob review to see in hindsight how MeBob would have done, but I have always fought myself on not trading FOMC days. If when I go back and do stats on my profitable days and my losing days, I'm a net loser on FOMC days, even though I don't trade the news. That news comes out at 2 o'clock. I'm trading in the morning, and over time, I don't do very well. So I am not trading tomorrow. I may do a live market video. If I do any trading in that video, we're going to keep it to a sim account, but I suspect I will probably not do any trading. Just a rough day. So we did get the wedge, but was it off of these two? Not really. I would say the real wedge was here. One push down, 2 legs up, second rally, third. That was our low of the day. Price did come close to it 2 other times, but again, it was not that V rally that we see. We didn't get any kind of a breakout. So price basically yesterday broke above the previous day's high. Today, failed to hold yesterday's low. We broke below it, stayed below it, but in a pretty tight trading range. Not an Al Brooks 2 to 5 bar tight trading range, but a pretty tight trading range. And so tomorrow, we'll at least get a MeBob review. It will be hindsight, and I will not be taking MeBob trades in a live account. It's very possible I decide just to head into my office and catch up on some projects that I've been working on at work and not even look at the market until after the close and do the MeBob review. So again, FOMC tomorrow, trade with caution, and again, I'm just with my new commitment to roulette mindset and price action on the 5-minute E-mini. Whether in the end that includes MeBob opening range as fixed bar conditions, I'm committed to price action trading on the 5-minute New York Stock Exchange session only, morning only of the E-mini. And so that's where I'm at. And I'm going to call this video an end, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. But from now on, I'm going to be taking off on FOMC days. So if this works out the way I'm hoping, and I'm finally able within the next year or so to really leave the day job behind and semi-retire and produce an income from trading I can rely on, in the words of Mark Douglas, I will forever take FOMC days off, and I just think that's smart. Based on my history, I have lost more money on that day than I have won, and so why think tomorrow is going to be any different? I'm not going to change a multi-year trend on one day. It's just not worth it. All right, folks. Have a good night. Thank you.